Hmm.
Right, I think it should include my audio now.
I can double check my phone so it might echo for a second. Hello and welcome back guys to the Tribute Racing League, and we did have some problems last week, but we're joined by Illusion IX and also GWV. Can you please introduce yourself, Alpha?
Hi, I'm Alfie. You might have seen me in the Tier 1 races. Yeah, I got the first podium last weekend, which was very good.
Yeah, very good indeed. You did have a very fantastic race indeed. So we have some drivers that have currently just went on the outlet, but incredibly a lot of them. So
So,
be interesting, but it will be both of the Ferraris that'll be out first, I believe.
yeah, we have Archie out in front. And then,
Yeah, I'm just gonna turn my phone off.
yeah, no problem,
Turn my
mate.
notifications off. So Alpha, the first one to get out, like you just said moments ago. The Ferrari team have been struggling this season, so hopefully they can get a good performance and hopefully get a decent amount of points. But we do have 17 drivers, which is very good. A lot of them people believe did race, but a couple didn't last week. We have some couple of new players. I believe did Zach DNF already? Must have a quality banner or something.
As it looks like, that was a bit of racing between Skengsling and the Alfa Romeo there. Great to watch. Practically
Some
everybody
information.
is out at the moment. You have a couple who are still in, but the majority are out. So traffic could be an issue, but by the looks of it, we have the Ferrari's just gone across the line will set his first lap.
Indeed, so I'm gonna go on board with Archie, like you just said. The Ferrari people have just.
Okay. Cat of
What
Man
happened
has
there?
gone off there. He does have wing damage. I don't know, maybe he just went in a bit too hot, but he has wing damage. But he is going to have to box for that.
Yeah, Archie gets 27.596 in first sector 1. Do you not know if the Renault's going to beat that? No idea. But we currently have 3 viewers, which is great support. Hopefully we can get more in, as obviously it's late notice because we normally, well, for the past week we have been streaming on my channel.
Okay.
So it's been great. However, Archie's coming up to Maggots and Beckett's now. Can be quite tricky. Can also easily spin, easily get invalidated lap.
Takes 1 minute 3.245. Quite good. The Renault behind sets. Oh, hold on. A 1 minute 2.4, so a whole second up there from the Renault.
Which Renault is that, Alpha?
Skeng.
27.082.
Skeng's about to come
said
across
8,
the line. Oh, Ark has taken it.
Jeez.
25 dead. Very good lap there.
Well, just give you some quick information on the Driver Championship standings. Barker is on 110 points for the Williams, which is incredible. He's been very good lately. Obviously, I believe he won last week's race and all the way at the Singapore Grand Prix. And also, Alfie, you did say at the beginning of the stream you did get your first podium, so it's been interesting. Non-Cabbage is actually beating that, as I was just
20.
on about Barker.
Yeah, we're in the
24.
24.9s. Do you see at some point 24.8s, maybe quicker?
Yeah, I believe Sam. I have full confidence of Sam, which is that other car guy. He did say, I believe, was it this morning or yesterday? He did say he got a 1 minute 24.6, which is still good, but he's only set 1 minute 25.3, which is obviously really good.
But it has been proven that he could go that extra mile. Like he sets the
Yeah.
27.2 into Sector 1.
Was that fastest sector one?
Not
Oh,
sure, it
no.
didn't come up on the map, but he's doing alright so far.
Yeah, it is. Verli's got a 1 minute point 02017, I believe, out of sector 2. I don't believe that were the fastest, but I reckon it could be a decent lap time here in the Red Bull. I believe Great Britain, which is actual the name, does have around 18 corners. Verli's goes P4, 1 minute 25.624, which is still
Oh, I
decent.
think Fakey's gone off here. He's completely off the track. He was setting a lap. Maybe, I think he might be just trying to save the tyres, save enough fuel to try another lap on those tyres, which is very smart to do. Get a banker lap in, as we have Dylan and Xavier Footy on their out laps.
Yeah, Dylan's been actually pretty decent also this season.
Xavier is
But,
going to go for another lap here.
well, the TRL Driving Championship standings, so the top 10, I believe. Well, it's on the Instagram page, so back 111 points, which I do apologise, I did say 210. It's on 211 points. Gus Stein second, 178 points, still on 107 points. Non-Cabbage on 96. Verlies on 64. Russian Vad, that hasn't raced for quite a time, I would say. I was on 50. Fractos, who did have a incredible start to the season, hasn't raced for quite a bit. I believe his last race was at Netherlands, I think it was. He is on 45. Then you got CER Wise. I can't pronounce his last bit. Obviously, let me tell you, a bit weird. On 42, Zia Footy on 40. Then and Sam, that other car guy, is on 39 points. Constructors Championship standings: the Williams on 247 points, Red Bull on 246, McLaren on 148, Alfa Romero, I believe that's how you pronounce it. I always say it wrong the last bit. 145, Renault 127, Racing Point 62, Alpha Tauri 59, Mercedes 58, Haas 17, and the Ferrari, which has had a very disappointment to the season on, I believe it said 8 points there.
Very unlucky, as we actually have a car out on mediums. Cam Cooper out on the medium tyres. I'll sing a 25.7 on softs. We have actually
we are gonna
a handful of cars out on track, as Barker's just gone across the line to get ready to set his next lap. Already in P2, so if he thinks he can go quicker by just a slight margin, by a tenth, he will have provisional pole.
Well, as you were saying, that we'll get on board with him as he's now on the Wellington straight, can get very easily to overtake, but can get great momentum.
It's just 0.14 off into Sector 1, sorry. I'm going through Brooklands. Good exit there. Then hugging that inside bit of curb. Keeping it flat through there, taking plenty of inside curb, coming now to the infamous Maggots and Beckett's, which you can practically do flat out in these games. And he does set purple sector too. He's gone for a good one here.
101.
Now he heads down to Vale. Little lock up. This is going to be a very good lap. So you now come across the line. He just misses out.
That is actually very close. Go quickly on board with Cam Cooper. He's the only one on mediums, as Alfie did say a couple of moments ago. So we'll see what time he can actually set on the mediums. Comes out sector 2, 1 minute 2.709. So I'm not too sure around what lap time you're supposed to be setting for the medium compound tyres. Yeah, he's abandoned the lap. I don't know if you knew this, Alpha. Did you know if you get wing damage, you spend 45 seconds in the pit?
Wow.
Did you actually know that?
I genuinely didn't. I think, hold on, Verley's just got a little toe from his teammate there.
Yeah. Just moments just there. Non-cabbage just did set fastest sector 1.
Is he going for another lap?
On board with him. Yeah, he's currently on his timed lap.
Have a little look here then.
Yeah, he's about to approach Maggots and Beckett, see ya.
Loses the back end.
Oh, he loses
slide,
it. Oh, that's so unlucky.
After getting purple sector 1, that could have been a good lap. Resets back to track. No cars behind him, thankfully. We do have an Alfa Romeo about to cross the line, I believe, to start his lap of its Trogo.
Yeah, we're actually on board with him. I didn't even know you were talking about him then.
Oh, he's abandoned the lap.
Not get the he doesn't get the best out of that corner there.
Not sure what he's doing there.
This could be actually a good race in my opinion. It's very tight. Only a second between P1 and P11, so it will be interesting. To be honest, if I would actually be starting around P12 if I was actually racing right now, which would be very terrible.
Now we have another handful of cars on their outlaps.
Yeah, Trogo invalidated lap. I believe, yeah, that's on his timed. Verlies. He's got the red one in. He gets fastest sector 2.
1 minute, one there.
0.855, I think it was. He's got great momentum out that corner, in my opinion. It's a little bit wide.
He doesn't invalidate it though. He could get a good lap here.
Yeah.
Goes out wide, swoops in, just misses out by 0.3, but it does bring him up into P4. Dylan comes out just out ahead of him.
Yeah, Lugs is out.
We have 4 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock. It just goes completely forward there.
Yeah, Verlies invalidated lap just there. Dylan is currently off the track, probably allowing people to come.
It doesn't look like anybody's near him though on track.
Yeah, it might be just warming up the tyres and maybe just slid off, which is annoying.
Yeah.
However, Alf, if you was racing this race, what position would you be around about?
If
you was going around?
Funnily enough, I thought I'd get some practice in for the Tier 1 race, and I've got, I think, a 25.3, 25.2. So, right now I'd be about P4, P5, which I'd be very happy with.
That's where I can only set a 1 minute 26.2, which is, let's not talk about that. I'm joking.
There's a man currently in pole position. Non-Cabbage currently out, warming up his tyres. It looks like he is on controller. Do you know if he's a controller player?
Who? Who are we on about?
Non-Cabbage, person on pole position.
And let's try have a look here.
It looks like very controller movements.
I would come out that turn quite nicely. I think he actually is, because normally when I approach Maggots and Beckett's, I'm like that, but the final corner,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say lose it, but I just don't find the pace out of that corner because it's such a quick right-hander.
Yeah, fair.
Whereas Wheel, you can control it quite nicely, but
Dylan's got
Wheel,
purple sector 1, sorry to interrupt there. Dylan's got purple sector 1 with a 26.9 there.
We'll get on board with him, as you just said. Could be a very good lap for him.
Yeah, very sorry to interrupt.
No, it is fine. Like I said earlier, if there is something that we need to entertain people, we'll do it. We're only on 2 viewers, which is a bit weird.
2's better than 0.
I guess so. At least we don't get any hate out of the chat, which is quite
It's got his
good.
1 minute 2.0 through sector 2. Some people have dipped their toes into the 1 minute ones. Could try and pull this back into sector 3. Big lift off there, takes the exit curb, swoops in. Where's this going to put him? He stays exactly the same there.
I'm not joking. I swear he got the same time. I'm not even joking. I swear he got the same time. I swear he got a 1 minute 25.407, which is currently his
his last lap was 0.007, so you would be right, it is very close.
I thought it was exactly the same. Is there anyone that looks decent? Well, Barker, is non-cabbage out? Non-cabbage is currently invalidated.
Yeah, I think he's going to go for a lap now.
I'm going to keep on board with him because, like I said, I think he's a controller player, so do you. So we'll go on board with him, see how his movement is on the controller.
Into turn 1. Now
Yeah, it definitely definitely does look like a controller player. Not gonna lie.
He's doing very well so far. He's keeping pole by the skin of his teeth, though.
Yep, indeed. Like I just said, 18 corners on this track. Can be a bit difficult.
He sets purple
Fastest
sector 1 by a whole 10th.5. This is going to be a very good lap, as Barker's now on his out lap. He's going to set his lap in a second. Going back on board with Cabbage, though, he's really, he looks good. He looks good to keep this pole position, as we have just over 10 seconds left of this qualifying session. So this will be the laps for some people.
Oh, this movement is great. It's getting great momentum out of these turns. Oh, he did. Maggots and Beckett so good.
And purple sector 2 by 2.5 tenths. This is looking very, very good for the Renault here. Now he is about to approach Vale. See how he takes it. Bit of curb again. Just touches the sausage curb, comes across the line to set a 1:24.6.
That is
on
really
board
good.
now with JRT Barker.
Yeah.
The man who could try and take Cabbage's old position away. Great exit out of Maggots and Beckett. He takes purple sector 2. 2 tenths quicker than his last lap. This is going to be very, very tight.
Gets great momentum out of that corner, I thought.
Coming through Vale. They'll lift off, up shifts to get good traction out of the corner. Comes across the line, he takes it! He takes it by 3 thousandths of a second. We have Cam Cooper. Is he? Yeah, he's on a lap. Comes across the line now. Where did he finish?
125.222.
Oh, P4, fair play to him.
Yeah, it is very
Very,
fair play
very...
to him, like you just said.
Right, do you want to run down through quality, or...?
Yeah, so British Grand Prix short quality results at the Silverstone circuit is Barker P1, as you just saw, a very incredible last lap. So did non-Cabaju, he's gone P2. He's just getting great momentum. I'm pretty sure he's a controller player. Then you got Barker's teammate Jordan, who is P3. Got Cam Cooper P4, 1 minute 24.222. Just then Verlice P5, Sam P6, that other car guy, Dylan P7, Drogo P8, Lags P9, Key 10, P10, Footy P11, Skeg P12, Gusstein P13, Alpha, I didn't get them all.
Yeah, I was just looking there. Fakey in P10, I think he was struggling. He was like P13, P14. Running it back there to get into the top 10. The only downside is that he doesn't have a free choice of tyres. So he's going to have to start on those softs.
Yes, it's going to be you're just hoping you cannot crash at the start. 45 seconds if you get wing damage and spend in the pits. Then imagine if you actually get a 5-second annul from that collision. It's going to be awful if you get wing damage. So the best chance at the start is to obviously get a great start. If you're going to go down the inside, you're going to have to allow the outside man to overtake you. You just need to be careful in the first corner. You just have to be, because like I already said, 45 seconds in the pit lane, it is such a long pit lane, and also you're just hoping that you don't get wing damage off the start.
Have formation that now.
Warming up the tyres, hopefully no one crashes. So Barker's going to be the leader.
As we do already have a disqualification. We have 2 disqualifications. We have Fakey and Skeng is laying, so they're going to have cold tyres. But we have 3 cars on mediums. We have Archie 2112. We have we have Zat Fanat, and the other running racing point of Alpha Integral. That'll do.
Who do you think's going to be the top 3 for this race? Or do you not know yet, since it is so tight in qualifying?
Yeah, you look at qualifying. I know, obviously, for all we know, somebody like Cabbage could have put on a more racy setup instead of qualifying one, which could give him the advantage throughout the race. It will depend on their setup and their strategy. So it is too hard to call at the moment. That goes a bit wide there.
Right, so there's a one-stop strategy. There's 2 options. So you got softs, which is start on, then you go to mediums, then you got softs to hards. So probably if you can do these mediums for at least 16 laps, I reckon you probably can go on the softs for the last 10. That could be risky, or you might go on the hards earlier on. But it depends. If there is a collision, you don't know what your strategy is going to be, because you're going to be in that pit lane for so long. If there isn't a safety car, you're going to have to watch out. If there is a virtual, definitely, that can cost you a lot of time.
Oh, Iverkis went very wide there. I don't know if going onto the grass is great for your tyres, but apart from that, we do have the drivers lining up on the grid. Yeah, like you say, soft to mediums will be probably the most common strategy here. So now we have velocity cars lining on the back of the grid. As he's now in position, we are going to go green and see those infamous 5 red lights in a second.
Yeah, Gus. It looks like Gus just had a may lagged out. Like, no joke. We are just waiting for people to be ready. Hopefully have good internet connection. there hasn't been 2 laps, by the way.
Oh,
The viewers.
still
What
waiting
has
for those
happened
red
here?
lights.
I have been seeing a lot lately. I've been watching league races. They had to actually restart the lobby due to like this happening.
Let's hope that's not the case. Really hope that's not the case.
I'm not even joking. Like,
So it's still up in arms if we are going to have to restart.
probably my internet connection.
Well, isn't this fun?
mm,
Yeah, some people are asking for a new lobby.
if we are, I can quickly set one up.
I don't think this is going to do
Press
anybody's.
the Xbox home button.
But yeah, I think
Right,
it
the
has been
new lobby
called.
has been confirmed, so I do apologise for the people that are watching. We're going to have a lobby restart, so I'm going to have to quit to the main menu now, so we'll be back soon, hopefully, to sort this out. So I do apologise.
Everybody's going back to main menu now, aren't they? I mean, this did actually happen in the Tier 1 race as well. I think back in Monza, I'm pretty sure.
I could host for, because I actually took a screenshot of the grid.
Also, we can
So
see if anybody's cheating and gone onto different tyres.
yeah, I could host if people. Looks like I think we're joining Dylan's. Yeah, looks like we are.
I mean, this is now going to give everybody a fresh set of tyres, so there is a plus side to all this waiting for some people.
Oh, what's his gamer tag? Dylan F13.
You in the new lobby by any chance?
Guys, just to let you know, please join Dylan, who's currently hosting. So his gamer tag is DylanF13666. I'll just invite the party to the game. That is the grid. If you can see it, I didn't get the best because it was off my phone. God, I believe he is Dutch. I never spoke to a Dutch person. I'm learning new things.
They are very nice. I once got into a Rainbow Six Siege lobby with one very nice person.
I got into a game, they were actually really nice people. But then again, they did sound like girls, but they were men.
I was 2021. It doesn't matter what they are. Let's be real. Everybody's now quickly selecting their teams.
Yeah, I believe so. Just gonna restart my phone. I think I'm actually lagging. I do not know. Better not be. Who are we waiting for?
Your status for me is actually in a it's alright.
So we are currently waiting for Skeg.
Oh, I've accidentally invited EDMG to a party. If he joins, then I mean, great. We've got a third commentator, but accident.
Yeah, Skeg's not in.
Skank's not in. I see him.
Is that? Now I can see him. He must have just joined moments ago, unless if he joined now and must have been blind.
It's Saturday night, everybody's tired, there's no need to worry.
I only woke up about 7 hours ago. Woke up at 12. But I bet we all can't wait to the 19th of March, all the people who are in the lobby and all the F1 fans. As Season 3 of Drive to Survive is coming out, which will be very good and something to watch during this lockdown at the moment.
I mean, I'm very excited to see, I think, probably Perez. I'd like to see, how he's presented as, this person without a drive until the very last minute when he got snatched up by Red Bull. And also, I think Albon as well, to see the very unfortunate, demise of him throughout the season. I think that'll be interesting to see as well. Because you do have to feel some sort of sympathy for Albon. He had such a good 2019 season. I think he was definitely my rookie of the year between him, Lando, and George. I'm not sure about you, but yeah, I do feel bad for Albon.
Yeah, but apparently Lando did do better than Carlos last season, so that's not surprising.
Carlos would be good to see on Drive to Survive as well. I think he's very On you go.
What I did like about it, I can't remember if it was season 1 or 2. There were episode about Carlos and Grosjean about like the backstories to F1. That was one of my favourite episodes in my opinion. When his contract, I believe, was running out at Renault, and they were talking about him, and I'm pretty sure his agent's actually his cousin or even brother, which I was actually quite shocked. I didn't know his family were actually supporting him, and one of his family members is actually an agent.
Yeah, I think it's
So
his
that was quite
cousin.
surprising. Yeah, I actually don't remember his name.
His name's Carlos as well, ironically. Carlos Sainz had been managed by Carlos Sainz. Or I think it might not be Sainz, it might be like Ornios, I think I remember it being. Ornoros. Oh, Carlos Oronos Sainz, that's his name, that's his full name. That wasn't too far off.
Guys, just to let you know before we do go into the race, drivers, please remember to put your setups on and put the correct tyres that you started on. So everybody in the top 10 on the softs and I believe on the mediums were, if I can remember correctly, was Zah. Zah were on the mediums, Alfane was on the mediums, and someone else I believe was on the mediums. So please, just remember. Or you could all start on softs, but we'll be back in.
Oh, there you go. So now we have the entire grid. Not just, the 11 to... How many people are there? 18? We don't have 11th to 18th on fresh tyres. We have 1st to 18th, which it will be very exciting to see. Stretch out those tyres just a little bit longer. Will it work? Will it not? We will see.
Be very interesting, but late start to the race and all. Like I said, like 5 minutes ago, like a lot of leagues have had to restart lobbies due to, I don't know if it's the servers or the people's connections, and just have to restart. Then they're restarting so late, so it's wasting people's times because there might be obviously younger kids that are actually racing in the league and they have to go to bed early. But people who are watching our drivers, please put your setups on. Please put the tyres that you did start on. That is one thing that I'll pick out, because I actually know what everybody tyres that they started on.
Here we go. The formation lap is underway once again. Our second formation lap of this evening.
So there were 3 people that started on the medium.
There's now 4.
Yeah, to be fair, the 3 people did keep their word by saying they'll start on the tyres that they started on.
I think it's good to start on the mediums.
Yeah, but Alfie, he did lag out and couldn't get back to the lobby, so we have to let him off. And joking, we can't be that tight if he did lag out. So one stop strategy, like I said, soft to mediums, soft to hards between lap 11 to lap 14. Personally, the hards are really good for believe like the first 10, but they lose a lot of grip in my opinion very quickly after quite a bit. The mediums are also quite good, but like I already said, they run out quick. It's like in real life, if you did watch the last year's Grand Prix, I believe it was 70th anniversary, people was actually using the mediums as the soft tyres in real life, but of course they will not be using that for this race. So you have all the way from P1 to P12 on the softs, then you got P16 and 17 on the softs and all. Then you got Gustav Steiner, Alfane, Archie and Zah on the mediums. So 4 people on the mediums, the remaining people on the soft compound tyres.
Yeah,
So
this will
let's
be
hope we
very.
can have a good race.
This will be very interesting to see. I think softs go off about lap 6, lap 7.
So
And
tyre management.
then those mediums will be in full swing. As now we have the last few cars coming to the back of the grid. As Zah is now in position, we will get those 5 red lights. Hopefully this time we won't have any connection issues. 1, 2,
Ooh, the red
3,
lights are
4,
going out.
5. It is lights out and we are underway.
We see the McLaren gets a very good start. Both McLarens get a very good start. Who's going to come out on top of turn 1? It is the Renault of non-camage, as I believe the both Williams did also get a good start.
They are fighting. They're fighting now into turn 4. About to go down the Wellington Straight, and it will be a drag race down to Brooklands as RPL Jordan gets a 3-second penalty. As now they go into Brooklands, now Luffield, keeping it very clean between the 2 teammates. Now AlphaTauri sent it down the inside, just can't quite grip as RPL Jordan already, obviously that penalty will at some point come into swing. It's non-cabbage who leads the way from Jordan, from Barker, from Cooper, down at Dylan in P5.
Archie gets a double overtake, goes off track there. Sorry to interrupt, he does go down the inside, obviously put the rich mix in. Obviously you want to put the rich mix in, I do believe, the first few laps to get a great momentum out of the corners and get a very good start. Archie gets a double overtake there. So we are going to flick through. As I'm looking at back of the pack, looks like some people got a very good start, but as you see, the Mercedes is back on their foot here, looking for an inside move. He was going to go for it, backs out.
Non-cabbage says they won 31-1. Very good lap for your first, you know.
Non-cabbage leading 8, just under 90% ERS. You see Barker, who is well known to use the yellow flag in sector 2. Who is it? I believe it is at AlphaTauri. It's near the back of the park. It is Juliet the gamer.
Yeah.
He has spun. The Ferrari's in the pits, quite a few in the pits. Who's in the pits? 4 of them in the pits, so the racing point of Key 10. I don't know how to pronounce his full gamer tag. So sounds like you're swearing. You got Zahu's been in the pit. Sam has been in pit. That I'm really disappointed. So let's actually have a look at the gap.
RPL Jordan is very, very close to non-cabbage there.
Yeah.
He does have that penalty, which will come into effect, as it is a 3-second
all
penalty.
over the back of him.
5 tenths behind. There is.
Ooh.
There is not.
Cam Cooper just behind DRS's enable race controller has just announced 3 laps in. Very good start by some people, especially the top 4. You just see the gap. Dylan gets a 3-second time penalty, who is got a bit of a gap between him and Cam Cooper. I would say a bit of a big gap, but you just see the mid part just looking very close as they just actually flicked on Cam Cooper there. Lags is just behind on the McLaren of Dylan. I actually do not know what turns, which is actually quite embarrassing.
That's no worries.
1,
I'm
2,
still.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I believe this is turn 9, where Lags is. I believe this will be turn 11, I believe.
I have a map up of Silverstone right in front of me, so
Lags is gonna go down the inside, doesn't get to it, doesn't want to crash the McLaren out as they are in Maggett and Beckett's, just come out of it. Dylan goes a bit off track there. This gives Lags to have a chance going down the inside, gets the overtake. There's a problem in sector 2,
is he going to
and
try?
it is the AlphaTauri.
The AlphaTauri again. Then goes a little wide there, but
Struggling.
very quickly Gunter Steiner starting very far back with those mediums has finessed it up into P7 and is already on the back of Dylan. So he's really working very well with those mediums. Comes into turn 1, turn 2 now, comes into Village. Now, turn 4, also known as the Loop. Little bit of a lock up there, but he keeps it on the road. He does fall back a little though. He is 5/10, opens up the overtake, opens up the DRS.
Gonna go down for an inside move here.
Go down the inside. He locks up. I think a bit of contact could have been made there. Both are still on the road. Dylan tries to keep it. They are having a drag race at the moment. Who will come out on top? I think Stein is just a millimetre ahead, but it's too close to call. They're still side by side.
Ooh, I thought there was a little bit of wheel bang there, but
Steiner has came out on top, but this will give Dylan the DRS, and given that he is on the soft, if he's able to close in through Maggots and Beckett's, he will be laughing. Jordan gets another 3-second penalty there.
Looks like he's been very aggressive to the Renault. We'll quickly look on board with him though. Very, very, very tight. He just got his teammate just behind. Obviously, GRT Barker.
6 seconds worth of penalties.
Already? Ooh, that's not good.
It's lap 5.
But, yeah,
as it's Troco gets the 5-second penalty for speeding into the pit lane. Very early stop. I'm not sure. Is that for wing damage or a very early stop? Try and take cards or mediums to the end, or even go on a certain soft.
Jordan looks for inside move there, but doesn't quite get it far. As you just see the top 3 fastest laps, non-cabbage 128.7. Then you just got the 2 Williams just behind on the 128.5s. So looks like they are a bit quickly, but slightly. I think it's due to the split screen. Jordan loses it, goes into the wall.
Oh, DNF.
That is not good.
This could be a safety car.
On board.
See what the stewards say to the VSD.
Ooh, is people going to pit? This could be quite risky.
Lap 5.
Oh, that is actually annoying.
I think a set of cards will probably take you to the end, but it will be very optimistic. Let's go. Let's quickly see the Luthar Cabbage. He all dummies it into the pits. Doesn't take it. Top 3 do stay out.
Alfie, sorry to interrupt, but someone just got a drive-through penalty.
Oh.
I don't know who it was. Someone just got a drive. It is Trugger. Drive-through penalty, speeding under the virtual safety car.
Yeah. Oh no, Skanker's Lane got a drive-through as well.
No way.
This is. Oh. We get another yellow sector 2. Not sure who that is.
The Ferrari is DNF'd. Is DNF'd at the side of the road.
That must be a
Oh yeah.
manual then. Goes into the menu and just flicks retire. But still, the top three, it was the top four until Jordan did retire, but the top three, very, very close together. Not even 2 seconds between all of them.
Yeah, Trogo gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane, so
He has 8
not
seconds
that,
worth of penalties.
That's not good though, if you think about it, because he just got 5 seconds. I believe he's doing his drive-through, I believe, right now, which is not good. This has ruined his race. I'm sorry to say this, but it has probably ruined his race. But good news is Cam Cooper has moved up to a podium position now, so P3. I don't know if he just, in my opinion right now, Cam Cooper is just trying to do consistent laps, trying to stay consistent, maybe not try overtake them or just wait for that mistake to happen.
Yeah, he had 70% of his ERS. If you want an idea, but only 50%, so he's holding back, maybe conserving the tyres a little.
Yeah.
Now,
Alfie, did you say Skeggy's got a drive-through?
Skeggy's lane, I do believe so. I think he has served it now though. He only has 5 seconds worth of penalties.
Yeah, he just picked up a 5-second penalty for speed in the pit lane, same as Trogo, I believe it was. That could be quite huge. So you got Cam Cooper's now using a bit of ERS here, only a little bit, just to keep in the 1 second.
Cam Cooper has actually closed up. He's now 5 tenths again now.
He's just flicking a bit of ERS, obviously, say under a second, waiting for that mistake.
I think he has used a bit more though.
Yeah, he's on just.
Barker is very close now. He is going to try, see if he can put it round the outside. Cabbage goes defensive. Has he got the move done? Yes, he has. He swoops it round the outside. Clean and efficient overtake there. What can Cabbage do to respond? Can he keep within that DRS and try and get back past?
I don't know who this guy who's joined. I have no idea. Sorry to interrupt.
That's alright.
Well, you do see the Renault.
He is 2 tenths behind. But this isn't actually played very well in Cooper's hands because he's now 8 tenths behind, so he's lost time due to those guys in front battling. So he might have went a little wide or had a lock-up. He's going to try anything. No, he's 2 tenths though. He is still there. So it will be, as we have another person joining. And
I have no idea.
This RDC Swagmelon leaves. Oh, thanks for joining. For half a lap that you stayed, I hope you enjoyed the racing.
Yeah, non-Cabbage. Obviously, he's just on a half of a second. So, I don't know what he's trying to do. I think he's obviously just...
He does have, as Barker has only 30% of his ERS left. Cabbage has 55, but he is going to let go here.
GTL White has joined. He is also a really good driver, but does not race in this league. I believe that is Barker's friend. A few
spectators joining us then.
Yeah, obviously to support Barker, I believe, because like I said, GRTY, obviously Barker's friend. He would be very good in this league. The AlphaTauri has picked up a 3-second time penalty.
Another one, he has 11 seconds worth of penalties.
But you never know, it might not be his strongest track though. You never know.
He's 49 seconds behind the nearest car. But anyway, going back onto the race lead. Cabbage is still there. And Cooper is just tucked up just outside the DRS, but he's still there. So for those two make a bit of contact or, you know, push each other just that little bit more, Cooper will be able to pick up those scraps, swoop in and take advantage. But I think Gunther Steiner is looking very good at the moment. He's the highest person up on those mediums. I don't As we have a yellow sector 2. Oh, we have a retirement. It is.
Yeah, the AlphaTauri.
Could that give us any sort of
Yeah.
safety car?
I don't know, but just looking at it,
Rogo gets a
there's
3-second
nearly,
penalty. Oh, big lock up left from
yeah.
Barker.
Yeah, I'm just having a look at the mid pack. Currently, Dylan, has got plenty of ERS. He's gaining on Verlies here. Verlies was racing the other day, actually in the same lobby, and was racing really good until someone, I believe, actually hit him out the race, which caused him to retire, be the first one to retire. He's looking very good in this race. Obviously, P6 teammate in front of him, 13.5 second gap between him and his teammate, which you don't expect that because Gus Stein is on the medium, so
He's looking very, very dandy at the moment.
yeah, we'll look at non-cabbage. Obviously, still just got just under 70% of ERS.
But
So
Barker has only
got plenty.
19%. He will be a sitting duck on that straight. Cabbage needs to take advantage of him through Maggots and Beckett's. As now they exit Chapel. Just now, DRS is open. He's using up ERS. I don't think he's close enough. I don't think he was quite able to take advantage of the Maggots and Beckett's to close in. Cam Cooper's fallen back just a little bit more. I don't know if his tyres are in. And Barker's in. Try and get an undercut on Cabbage as he stays out. Cooper stays out.
If I was Cabbage here, I would put the rich mix and just go for it for this lap. Just try, see what the gap would be, but you're just gonna have to be careful how long it could be. Lags has pitted and all, so it's gonna be interesting.
He is gonna go on to the mediums.
Yeah. What's Lags gonna go on? I believe
mediums as well. I'm pretty
He's
sure.
gonna be on the mediums. So we have on board with non-cabbage. He's using a bit of ERS here. Oh no, that is not good for the Renault team.
This is going to work very, very nicely into Barker's hands.
Yeah, it will.
Not so great for Cooper and Cabbage.
Do you know how long you spend in the pits without wing
about,
damage? Is it
I'd say about 25-30 seconds. Dylan F1's decided to pit under the VSC.
Yeah.
We also have Zlap also in.
We are going to keep on board with non-cabbage.
The virtual safety car is still out and he is approaching the pit lane. I think it wouldn't hurt for him to send it to the pits right now, as he is going to. Is Cooper going to come in as well? Yes, he is. The top two now in. The virtual safety car ends as they come into the pits. Barker must be licking his lips. He must be very happy as he exits Chapel. Now goes the hangar straight. This will be extremely tight between the two.
We'll quickly get on board with non-cabbage. Non-cabbage is now entering out the pits. This could be still good for non-cabbage. Let's just give him a bit of hope.
Yeah,
He's
Barker's
just about
the
to come
final
out.
corner now. Non-cabbage is exiting the
Non-cabbage
pits
is
now.
Yeah.
Here comes Barker. This is going to be very tight as he has done it.
Ooh. Indeed, he does get a bit lucky there, but
now
his tyres will be cold though, so he's still got to watch out. Could just slide any moment, as they are very cold. So he's going to use a bit of ERS here, non-cabbage. Gustafson is the new leader. He's all the way, I believe. I do not know whereabouts he actually is. He's near Maggots and Beckett's though.
Yeah, he's just about to enter Maggots and Beckett's now. But Cam Cooper has been able to benefit from this as well, as he does close it up to Barker. Barker is 2 seconds. Oh, we have a Ferrari off. He is still going.
That is Archer.
Yeah, I think he just got a bit of wing damage. He spun it and then he just quickly reset the track.
I
Could
don't know
have
if
been
it's in the rules.
detrimental.
Yeah. I don't know if it's in the rules, but are you allowed to reset the track or not? Or do you not know?
I'm not 100% sure. I don't think. I usually
So
get back on. This Trogo gets another 3-second penalty.
Cam Cooper does get the overtake there. I believe it was. Yeah, he gets the overtake over the Alpha. Racing Points, sorry, I do apologise, of Alpha, and gets the clean overtake. Barker gets
Barker
fastest
gets
lap,
fastest
128.
But he is. I
128.3.
do believe he is closing up. It's 2.1 seconds at the moment. We'll keep an eye on that. So we get a yellow sector 3. I think it's the McLaren. Yeah, the McLaren's now coming in. I don't see any wing damage, so it might have been just a bit of a spin.
Yeah, it's Dylan who is pitted, so I thought it was Sam. I'm really annoyed for Sam because I thought he would have a good race, but he's struggling. But he's in the points now, so it gives him a little bit of chance. But just a bit of information between him, Sam, and Gustein. It's a 46-second difference. You see, Archie's over 1 minute. So it is annoying for some drivers, but by Maggots and Beckett's, I believe it is quite close, so gaps are starting to close up. Lags
There's all
is
Fakey
now
and that
entered.
other car guy are having a bit of a ding-dong. Sorry to interrupt, but they are really fighting each other.
They're both on the hards, which is actually interesting. They believe maybe a possible another safety car, so...
They are 10 laps onto those hards.
Are they?
Yeah.
I thought...
Those non-cabbage now sets fastest lap. He has pulled away, I think, about 5/10 that lap. He really pulled away for that. Just that lap. I think that was about 5/10.
Yeah.
But Cooper's 1.1 behind Barker, so he could be able to take advantage.
I don't know if DRS is still in, but they still could get DRS off Trogo. So... could be interesting. Non-cabbage is now in gear 4 all the way by... Oh, Sam does get a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings there. Trying to make the race very entertaining, but we're just trying to do it best as we can. There hasn't been any really decent battles, I would say, which is really annoying.
If another person gets 3-second time penalty, I feel like round this track, it does invite you to just go that little bit more wider and pick up more pace. But it is very detrimental. You know, I feel like it's a very common saying, but in league racing, if you're fast, you will collect penalties. You know, it is very inevitable.
Yeah, I have 3 tracks in my opinion, which are very easily to get penalties. Definitely, I think Mexico is definitely one in my opinion. Mexico's easy to get penalised. Silverstone can be one, in my opinion, and also USA. A lot of people quick turns can go off track, can go. Also,
and Hungary as well. Hungary, you do get rack up those penalties. Steiner's still on those mediums. He's looking.
Sorry to interrupt, but there is a battle between Lags. He goes down the inside of. Ooh, there is contact. Let me just double check. Has Alpine got any damage? Let's double check. I can't see any damage. I believe. I think he is clear. I believe. Yeah, he does have his front wing. Yeah, his front wing is very good. So there is no damage. I thought there was, but there isn't. So bit of wheel banging must have been there. I thought there was a bit of wing damage. So Lags goes into P5 now. Does have a penalty, so that gives Alpine maybe the position up at the end of the race. Cam Cooper in Maggots and Beckett's currently now enters. He doesn't get any good momentum out of the last corner
As the race
of
leader
Maggots
is in,
and
sorry to
Beckett's.
interrupt, the race leader is in. Günther Steiner, 14 laps he went on those mediums, so he will be able to, fingers crossed, take those, I do believe, probably softs to the end. He will be most likely the quickest car on the grid.
Yeah, it is the softs. It is the softs indeed. You are correct, Alpha. Non-Cabbage is now retains the lead, so he regains the lead now in P1. So that gives him a bit more freedom. 1.5 second gap between him and Barker.
But do bear in
But
mind that was about 3 seconds, not too many laps to go. So Barker is now pushing, and he has cleared Cooper by a good, comfortable 2.5 seconds.
Non-Cabbage is the fastest lap holder, 1 minute 27.911. Fastest person on grid.
Yeah,
Is there any decent battles whereabouts? I believe not, sir.
No, there's looking at this, nobody on the grid has 1 second between them. It's that spread out at the moment.
There's definitely...
Barker has only 5% of his ERS remaining, and if you want an idea, Cabbage has 40% of his ERS remaining, so Barker is really pushing, and you can see that it's 1.5 seconds now.
It's definitely one race that I cannot wait to commentate, and that is definitely, it is near the back. Is it not? It's actually not in the calendar. I thought it was in the calendar.
Barker actually set a quicker lap there by 2/10. He is really pushing.
I thought Brazil was actually the last race of the calendar, but it actually isn't.
What is it?
Brazil's no, it isn't. It's Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi, if I pronounce that correctly. Well, Japan could be a good race to...
Barker's gone 1/10 quicker in Sector 1. He is pushing very hard. But one little Achilles heel for him is that those mediums are 1 lap older. Although when he did come out the pits, there was that virtual safety car. I don't think it would have affected him that much, as he was still on the track with those mediums on. It's 1.2. He's trying so hard to get within the DRS. He hasn't this time around, but I reckon 2 laps time he will be in that DRS and he will be pushing. But I don't think having to lead, as he still has 40% of his DRS remaining.
Yeah. Ah, that's the name of the corners. So approach Abbey here of turn 1, which obviously you got to know. Then you got turn, what corner are we on? By turn 4 now, so this is by the arena, and we are now gonna go down, I believe, the Wellington Straight here.
Still not close enough. He's using, I don't want to say an unhealthy amount, but using definitely an excessive amount of that ERS. This isn't, he's not using it correctly. I think he's using too much, and he's just losing that pace down the straight, where Cabbage can whack that ERS into overtake and be able to get a comfy gap down the straight. I think by the looks of it, Barker's setup is more for the corners. Cabbage is possibly more for the straights, given that he is pulling down them. I'm still not sure. I think if Barker's able to preserve his ERS and yet keep on similar pace, then my money will be on him. But it is very tight to call. He's still 1.1 off him, as he sets a very similar lap time to his quickest. So he's really pushing. As Lang now sets a fastest lap on those mediums. Really pushing. But he does have a penalty. Barker's within 1 second.
Yeah, I was just speaking to my dad there, so I do quickly apologise. Yeah, like you were just saying as we were listening, he's getting very close.
He goes off and he gets a
But
3-second penalty. He
oh
just clips
no, that
the
is not
inside
good.
bit of tarmac that's there, and he just gets 4 tyres on it, and he does get a 3-second penalty. As we go through Maggots and Beckett's now, he is within that second, as I said earlier, so he's been able to keep it. But look at the ERS, 6%. He strained it through the corners, but he is within the DRS and he is catching.
Barker is well known to use his DRS very, very quickly, so drain that ERS all the way down to just under 10%. It's just now got just under 20 now, so he might use a little bit here if he does feel more confident. He's not
Barker
going to
sets
use any.
another personal best. He is there. He's up on Cabbage's gearbox. Trover gets another 3-second penalty. Lock up into turn 2. 3 to turn 3. He will get the DRS on the exit of 4, but will he be able to carry the DRS and the RS? As he is catching ever so slightly, but not enough, as we do get a yellow flag in sector 3.
I do believe it is a Red Bull.
Yeah, he's carrying
It
on.
is Verlies. Yeah, it's Verlies.
Very unfortunate for him there. Archie gets a 3-second penalty. Cabbage is struggling. Barker's now a lot closer. He's 3/10. But it seems like he's been able, despite using a lot of his ERS, tyres and possibly fuel, he is there and he has been gaining.
Yeah, just out of Maggots and Beckett's, non-Cabbage did get the better momentum out of the exit of Beckett's there.
Yeah. Now goes through Vale. Still there as now they exit the final corner club.
Yeah, it's just getting very quickly.
Doesn't
gets a 3-second time penalty there. It's
now
just getting very close. Yeah.
He has
Non-Cabbage, yeah.
pulled away just ever so slightly. Steiner sets it 27-6. Bear in mind, he was on those mediums for a while, so he's been able to take those softs, possibly to the end. I feel like if there's a safety car, Steiner will be licking his lips and rubbing his hands, as he will be in a very, very good position.
Yeah. I'm just very interested what temperature Barker's tyres are currently on. He's been pushing very aggressively, I would say. He's getting very, very close to non-Cabbage in the Renault.
He is getting close, but he's not close enough. As Steiner gets a 3 seconds. Getting a bit happy with track limits. Barker's using little to no ERS down the straight. And given that Barker has pretty much none, Cabbage will be able to keep that first if he's driving similarly to what he is now.
Yeah, as you were saying, Alfie, you gotta remember Barker does have a 3-second penalty, so he's trying to just push and push and push as much as he can.
As Cabbage goes a little wide there, look how close he is now.
Yeah.
He won't try anything. Look at that gap as Steiner gets a 5-second penalty for speeding into the pit.
Yeah.
I don't think he gets a brilliant exit there. He is catching Cabbage once again, bit by bit, but not enough.
How much ERS does non-Cabbage have? Over 50%. Whereas Barker just has just under 23.
It was a little wide
there. It was a bit wide there. Yeah, we both just said he went a little bit wide there.
Look how close he is. He's using so much ERS.
Yeah. He's now using a little bit more, just 5% of the ERS left. He's now going to enter Maggots and Beckett. So in Maggots currently now going to approach Beckett. Who's going to get the better exit here? I would say Barker.
Yeah, I think Barker could try it. But look, 3% of ERS. Now they're about to
Looking for
come
the
into the
inside move.
stove.
Ooh.
And Cabbage went very
Barker did have
defensive,
to
and
back
look,
off.
he has sort of stuffed it
Yeah.
up. Here, will he try anything? Down the inside, no.
Barker is it's just gonna stay behind him, but could get the
As Cooper
could
gets
have a
3
bit of a
seconds.
split screen. Yeah.
But non-Cabbage has no penalties at the moment. The moment he gets a little too wide with the cornering, it's the time. Look how close Barker is. Is he going to try anything? Yes, he is. Down the inside. As there is a virtual safety car. And he needs to let Cabbage back past.
Cabbage said no. He's now took him. Are they both going to pit for softs if it stays for this long? This could be very questionable. Are people going to pit for the softs just for the last couple of laps?
I don't think that would be very sensible. If your mediums still have grip, you know. As almost gets damaged there, but he does have the RS now, and he immediately uses it all up down the straight. Now going through Cops. Look, is he going to try anything into Maggers and Beckett's? No.
I wouldn't. I would be very sensible here.
He's pushing like a stabbed rat down the straight now. He's already used up all his ERS, but he is there. Cabbage taking the racing line as he has the red blinking light. Is he sending it down the inside? And he spins!
A bit of wheel bag.
He spun it into Cops. Cooper goes past.
Yeah.
That was cutthroat there. I'm not sure who to point the blame at. I think it's just a racing incident. But
I think I would have to say that, I know.
It's very close to call. I think it is just a racing incident. I think Cabbage should have left a bit more room, but then you could argue Barker did send it very optimistically.
Well, we're gonna have to double check because I have got the point of view of Barker, so there's some debating, I would say.
Unfortunately, Lang ahead also has 3 seconds, so it's not like he can stay behind him and pick up third. I think, or maybe he should have just waited or something. He just got too optimistic going into Stowe. You got to feel for him.
Yeah, it is. It's just annoying, I would say, for them. Obviously not having the best start. It's just very annoying, but then again, it was a racing incident, but like you already said, Alfie, you could argue, did Barker just send it, or did non-Cabbage not leave enough room? As a couple of people did pick up penalties there, which I did miss. Alfie gets a 3 second, I believe maybe 2 or 1 other person did get a 3 second, but it's becoming a little bit tight at the back end by, I believe, by Dylan and Archer.
I just want to very quickly acknowledge Fakey here. He's gone 21 laps on those hards, and he is sitting very pretty in P6. He doesn't have any penalties, but his teammate behind has 7 laps soft, so he could, if he is feeling like it, just very quickly slip past. I think so far, who would you say is your driver of the day, Connor?
Let's have a look at positions changed. We haven't really seen much battling, but it is very tough. You see some people. I thought Lags is actually had a decent race.
Personally, I think if Steiner didn't retire, kept on those softs, and was able to manoeuvre his way up the grid, being so far back on the grid, I reckon he would definitely be in it. I think Fakey, I'd probably go for Fakey because 22 laps on hards is not an easy feat. As we do enter the final lap of the race, non-Cabbage,
Yeah.
missing out by pole by just ever so slightly. As actually, hold on, let's look back very quickly as Lang behind is very close to Cooper, so we could actually have a position change. Same with Barker on Lang. Look at Cooper, he's struggling very hard here. Cooper could try and keep ahead. At the same time, Lang could take it as he is gaining. He's gonna launch it down the inside as he starts, and we have another spin. And Barker's hit him.
Crashes into Barker.
I think he was expecting him to ghost there, but now he has damage. And I reckon, look how slow he's going, Lang. Lang is wanting to get past as Barker pushes him into the inside line, but Barker's just going to be a sitting duck through this corner. I think that was a bit too optimistic from Lang there. I think Cooper wasn't really in the wrong. Lang sent it at the last moment, tried to take advantage of the element of surprise. Just couldn't. Mega unfortunate, but that is racing for you. But as now we look onto the final two corners, you have to give it to Cabbage. Starting P2 takes it on the line as has almost led from start to finish, comes across the line and takes P1 in the race. Very good race from him. Cooper and P2
crosses the line.
I think he did very well. He didn't make any mistakes and just kept it on the road. Barker, you do have to feel for him. Almost had one hand on the trophy but just slipped. Went a bit too optimistic into Stowe. But this was a very good race to commentate. I'm not sure about you, but I had lots of fun.
Yeah, I think I did and all, but a couple of good battles near the end, so I do have to agree with you. I think the commentator's driver of the day has to go to how do you pronounce this game at Tag, the Racing Point, who you did say Key 10 Fakey.
Yeah, I give it to Fakey.
I said it.
24 laps on those hards.
Yeah.
You can see the front left and how heavily worn it is. That must have been a mission to stretch those to the end. He was still. Look how close he was to the medium runner. Mercedes. Within a second, he could have been able to take it. But I think Fakey is my driver of the day, hands down.
Yeah.
But the game's driver of the day is Zart, however you say it.
Yeah, I just call it Za. So the driver's commentator driver of the day goes to Fakey.
Yeah.
However you say it, I do apologise to you if I have offended you. So I do apologise.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
You are our commentator's driver of the day. So congrats to you. Obviously you did do good on the hards. Non-Cabbage gonna lift up the trophy. I'm gonna move that champagne and celebrate his race wing, with obviously Cam Cooper on the podium and Lags, as we did see a battle between Lags as he tried going over for P2 because it was a tight last lap. So there you go for the race. We're gonna get the race results straight away in the British Grand Prix race results on the Silverstone circuit. Non-Cabbage takes P1, Cam Cooper P2, Lags P3, Barker P4, Footy P5, Fakey P6, Alfin P7, Za P8. That other car guy Sam, I thought I expected better. It does get fastest lap, 1 minute 26.5.
So it does get that extra lap.
We'll get 3 points there for getting 2 points P9. Then you obviously got Verlies P10, Arch P11, Dylan P12, Drogo P13, Gus Steiner P14, Skeg P15, Juliet Jolot the Gamer P16, Jordan P17, and Kato Faman in the Ferrari in P18 who came last. That is it for the TRL stream. If you want to get in contact, go into the Twitch description and click on the Discord. I believe that will send you through. Do the time trials, then Danny, the owner of our F1, F1 Discord, will decide what league you go to. Thank you, Alfie, for helping me commentate this race tomorrow. Obviously, I want to wish you good luck in tomorrow's race. I think we'll be a lot more better. Hopefully, you will not have any problems tomorrow. And
Fingers crossed.
also,
Yeah,
yeah,
it was a pleasure. You know, I think getting to know the person commentating the race is always good. Looking forward to watching the replay of today and tomorrow. Hear my voice on the stream would be a bit weird, but you know what? We're just gonna have to suck it up. It was a pleasure,
yeah.
and you know, I hope we can do this again sometime.
Right, we'll see you later, or see you tomorrow, sorry, I believe 6:30 at this channel, so please come and watch us tomorrow, watch the stream, also support Alpha who will be racing tomorrow, so make sure you come down tomorrow, 6:30, get on that Twitch, put it on reminder, and watch the entertaining race tomorrow. Hopefully it gives you more entertainment tomorrow than today's race. I thought it was still entertaining, but I would say tomorrow should be more entertaining. We are looking for new drivers, like I already said. Go into the Twitch description, click on Discord, go through, do all the steps that are needed to join our Discord, because we are looking for new drivers. So thank you, and good night, and hope you enjoy the rest of your day. This is Illusion IX, and we are out.